so you've got Southwest Florida on your radar, you are in the right place. This is where we cruise through different neighborhoods, look at different homes, and talk about different price points. Make sure you stick around to the end, where I'm gonna show you the incredible amenities that come with this beautiful lakefront home. We're in one of the best and fastest growing communities here in Southwest Florida. We're down here in South Fort Myers off of Lico. It's a Taylor Morrison community called the Esplanade Lake Club. We're gonna see not 1, 2, or 3 homes, but we're gonna see 4 homes today. 3 single family homes that I think you're absolutely gonna love. And then we're gonna head on over and check out their little condos that they got going on. Some of the cool things about this community, they have boat docks with a private lake, 400 acres of wild preserve, and amenities just up the wazoo, which I'm gonna show you later, so make sure you stick around. At 2,300 feet, we're at the Lazio now, which is a little beefed up from the Farnese that we were just at. This is a 3-bedroom, 3-bath, little less than 2,300 feet. Very open floor plan. Very nice little foyer right when we come in. We got the front bay window doors. You could put a little desk there like they've got, or maybe do a little reading nook. Crown molding, recessed lighting. What more do you need? This is a pretty large room. I like it. But this is the den here. They've done some really cool wall accents. Again, recessed lighting, crown molding. And I'm gonna keep reminding you, you can sit down with the sales team and you can come up with all sorts of different ways to do this. But this is some of the lighting and some of the aesthetics that they offer. You'll notice that in this home, they've done the wood tile, which I think is a really cool feature. I do like it when it's a little wider, but this is cool nonetheless. So they've gone and done some mirror treatments to these walls. This is the, I guess you would call it the formal dining, although it's pretty open and in the living area. So we've got the formal dining, the living area, and this gorgeous kitchen. So the Farnese didn't have a walk-in pantry, but this one does. So if you remember the Farnese, it's a lot like this, but this, I don't know if you can tell, but it's a lot larger. We still have the bay windows, but a little beefier, right? A little more room to move around. You could even put your Peloton in here if you needed to. That light's pretty sweet. It's like an upside down tree or something. Now we're moving into larger primary bathrooms, his and her sink, a very, very spacious closet. My wife would have a field day with this room. This would be my closet. The rest would be hers. Well, what a great way to wake up every morning, right? Just be on the water, look out at your boat. Let's go check out this pool. All right, so this is a pretty killer outdoor seating arrangement. Definitely a place you want to entertain, and you're gonna see why. I mean, this is really cool. This outdoor fireplace. You could sit out here, have a couple cocktails, maybe read a book. I'm telling you right now, I don't know when you're watching this video, but at the time of this footage, it is 64 degrees out, and I would love to start that fire right now. I would just love to sit here and do that. We have got a slightly larger outdoor kitchen. Again, I'm gonna hit you with the fact that this is natural gas. Joey, come here and take a picture of this grill. This is like no holds bar grill. It's got like the charcoal briquettes that are permanently in there. We've got an outdoor fridge, running water, sink. I mean, you just got to bring your garbage out here and you've got a whole thing going on. And then now, because the floor plan of this home gets larger, guess what else gets larger? The pool. The pool gets larger, and we've got a sun shelf now. Now, some people, they do all sorts of things with that sort of spring well, if you will, but I like how it's running like that. So we've got a little fountain feature, this little infinity, like this kind of just runs right off into the pool, really neat. And then check this out, private dock, again, 23-foot boat. This is it. We are probably 20-25 minutes from the beach, but why would you even go there? You've got it right here. So that was the Lazio. This is the Pallazio. And I've sold a lot of Taylor Morrison homes, specifically in the Esplanade communities. We have 4 different Esplanade communities here in Southwest Florida. This is the Lake Club in South Fort Myers. What I remember about the Pallazio is this is the Papa Lazio, right? We have got 3 or 4 beds, 3 baths, 2-car garage, and almost 3,000 feet. So this is almost identical to what we were just in, but you're gonna see that the rooms are a lot more superhuman. Let's go inside. Boom. Look at the foyer. I could do 500 jumping jacks in here and never touch a wall. Again, similar floor plan. So right off the bat, we go into the third guest bedroom, but check out how much more space we've got. It is so much more space. That 600-foot difference really, like, you really feel it in this home. There's a lot of similarities, but it's like beefed up similarities. And this is how it can become a fourth bedroom. You got to get rid of this den. They install a closet, put a real door on this thing. But this is a large room. They've got this set up as a little like movie room, which I think is an excellent touch. You know, in a movie room, you want that dark aesthetic, and these wall accents really work for that, I think. I didn't show you the second bedroom in the last one, but let's check it out here. Again, a very, very large room. We got a pretty decent sized walk-in closet there and a full bath. This is up at the front of the house, so really you have that, you know, disconnect if you want that disconnect. And I didn't show you this in the last one either, but I'm gonna show you this one. This is the laundry room. It's very large, very functional. Look, they got all these dog butts up there, that's cool. But because this is a natural gas community, we got natural gas washer and dryers. Okay, and I don't know if you remember how open that floor plan was in the last room, but check out how big it is in this one. This is enormous. This is enormous. So where you had all of these individualized rooms, now they actually feel a little disconnected while still being connected. So here we got the, I don't know, some people would call this formal dining, I think because of the wall accents, but I would just call it a little dining area. We've got an excellent little tray ceiling, very nice living space. This is where you watch the games. And then the same kitchen, but I don't know, twice as big. They've even added like a second table to this already enormous island. Natural gas stacking stoves. We've got a pantry again. And I want to remind you guys, one of the cool things about working with this builder is that you can actually sit down with them and pick all of this stuff yourself. So if you're seeing this video and you're like, I don't like the lighting, like just change the lighting, do it yourself, or you know, sit down with the builder and pick out something you actually do like. I think I know the first thing you're gonna notice in this room. And I imagine it's this giant light. That's a pretty cool aesthetic. Again though, we've got the Bay Area windows kind of wrapping around, giving you that 180 feel to your I mean, this is what you're purchasing. You're purchasing this beautiful like outdoor Florida vibe. Why wouldn't you want to see it as much as possible? French doors to an enormous bathroom. This is huge. Now, like I said before, I've sold a few of these. Some people have actually come in here and remodeled this to have a tub and the rain shower. It's gonna come like this as you see it, which is really cool because you can literally just walk through here. You can turn everything on, hot water, cold water, and not have to touch it while it's warming up. I know that's probably a key feature. It's a key feature for me. Now, I don't really know why this isn't better lit. I'm just gonna throw them under the bus a little bit on this one. But this is a very large walk-in closet. You have room here. Joey, am I right? You have room here to put like an island, like a little island prep area if you needed to.
Yeah, you could do it.
So in the Farnese, you know, these doors pocketed, which is a really awesome feature. Now these doors don't pocket, they open to about this point, but you do have two sets of them. You can open them up in the kitchen area, like the little dinette area, and in the living space, and kind of just create that open vibe that I was talking about. This kitchen comes this way, but there is no reason why you couldn't customize it, bring in a kitchen company and do some changes here. Again, we've got this very sweet outdoor grill, a little outdoor eating area, and then this pool and spa kind of change their aesthetic and kind of point outward now, you know? Now, again, just like the lighting, you get to sit down with the sales team and decide if you want to have those water features. You can decide what kind of features you want in your pool, like the sun shelf or what type of jacuzzi. Maybe you want it to be inlaid into the pool like this. Maybe you want it out. But one thing I think you really, really, really have to go with is the cinematic panel on the screen. Now you get to see, again, everything that you're buying. You're buying this, right? Why wouldn't you want to see it? And for a little bit more, they get rid of those bars that keep you from viewing the area the way you'd actually like to see it. All right, video number 2 in the books, and I have a lot more planned beyond that. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe, tap the bell for notifications. And if you have any questions, put them in the comments below. I know my first 2 videos have pretty much just shown one community, but there's a lot more in the works here. I've got some already shot that I'm editing up, so stay tuned for that. They're in different communities. And like I've said in the past, I'm gonna be highlighting some other things in Naples and Southwest Florida, not just real estate. I'm always gonna leave my number and my email. Don't be afraid to shoot me a text, shoot me an email. I'll get to it as quickly as possible. So whether you're moving in 9 days, 9 months, or maybe you just want a restaurant recommendation, shoot me a text message, shoot me an email. New Home Nick